Leo, I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general reading of past, present, future, 9 card spread. I'm going to be using the regular tarot deck, clarify with the vampire deck, draw a special vampire card, draw a vampire oracle, and then draw 3 yes or no answers for these. So let's get started with this pre-shuffled deck. The card for today is 10 of Cups upright. So let's look at the first row, which is the past. You start off with Death, 3 of Cups reversed, and Ace of Swords reversed. What I see for you in the past, Leo, is that with the Death card, but before I continue, this is one of the cards I pulled for the vampire who literally killed me off and turned me into a vampire. But this is also for you, this is kind of a sense of rebirthing and renewal. Because, reversed, death is, dead, done, over with. It's gone, no more. But upright, it's pretty much just saying, okay, something probably had to be revived from the death. And, it's pretty much a new, kind of rebirthing moment that took place in your past. But then when we look at the 3 of Cups and the Ace of Swords reversed, well, maybe something, wasn't supposed to actually be revived from death, because the thing is, normally with the 3 of Cups upright, it's about, some kind of celebratory occasion. But reverse, it's also still sort of a personal celebratory moment, but it's kind of also, it could have been a personal, celebrating, moment about the, something that, came back from the dead. But yet, with the Ace of Swords reversed, it's kind of also like you're not putting much time and effort into, whatever that whole death moment took place in the past. And sometimes it happens, okay, one moment it looked like a very good idea to kind of revive something. But actually it wasn't, something that you wanted to put much time and effort into in the past. And I've already done a reading, and I said, you might want to reconsider this endeavor or not do anything. Well, I still kind of think that you should actually, if you're still kind of in the situation of pondering, as I would actually reconsider this past moment. But then again, it wasn't a past, but that's why we're going to look at the current and future and situation. But I just see that you actually, didn't put any effort into something. Well, let's look at the other cards, and I'm going to still clarify them for you. So, in current times, you didn't put much effort into something. You didn't want to put, and so, you start, with the 8 of Cups upright, you're leaving. But then you get the 9 of Cups, and this is fulfillment. And you get justice. It could be justice, that's, it could have been a legal matter, that maybe you won a case or something. But it could also be a sense of balance. Because, it's like, look how balanced those scales are. And, what I see here is, it's like you decided to take off and probably try something new and different, which was actually for the best because, okay, whatever happened in the past, well, maybe something, wasn't meant to, show up for you, but now you're just thinking, well, I'm really going to let it go. Now I'm going to take off and never, I'm not going to deal with it anymore. Because, for some reason you do get some kind of fulfillment with the 9 of Cups. So whatever, you left for, it actually did amazing for you. Because the thing is sometimes you have to let the past go. And in this situation, you definitely need to let the past go. Because you get fulfillment and you get balance or justice in your current situation. And as you should. It's like any kind of, death, situation, or, because, you really didn't want to put any effort into something in the past. And if you don't want to, don't. Don't just say, well, I'll try, well, maybe it might get better or something. It's up to you. If you want to keep trying and hope that it get better, it's up to you. But normally, Leos are incredibly determined and fixed on thinking, well, if it doesn't work, I'm not doing it anymore. Let's look at the future. You start off with the 8 of Swords. 4 of Cups reversed, and Temperance. What I see for you is that, okay, you're kind of worried about the future with the 8 of Swords. But what I see here is, you could even be heading off into something that might be fulfilling and, could be giving you some kind of stable feeling and stuff like that. But yeah, in the future, you feel like you might be stuck. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it's some kind of commitment. It doesn't per se have to be a relationship. But I just wonder about, that you kind of feel, I mean, these could also just be paper dragons, unknown, well, fear of the unknown, of thinking, well, yeah, what if I have another past moment that's going to keep me stuck? Or what if I actually, you know, by leaving this current situation, it's going to make me feel stuck because, it's like, leaving something obviously gave you some kind of fulfillment, but, why would you feel stuck? But we're still going to clarify it. But somehow you're releasing yourself of any kind of bonds or any kind of, sword, situation because, normally with the Four of Cups upright, it's kind of like, you're pondering something and wondering if you should accept this chalice or not. But reverse, it's all about taking action. And then you finally get, a balance of the temperance in the future. So what I see here about the Eight of Swords is that pretty much these are just internal fears and paper dragons. This is, most likely not going to happen. But then again, what you do will impact your future. So if you're, pretty much just in a stuck situation and not getting yourself out, you're going to remain stuck even in the future. Just saying. Well, let's clarify these with the pre-shuffled vampire deck. If, for the death, you get Six of Knives, because, it's like, something, came back from the dead, but yet somehow, in the past, you just did not want to, this was a rebirthing moment, because rebirth is also about movement and leaving, current situations and stuff like that. So this was pretty much, it could have been an epiphany, some kind of moment where you just thought, wow, I never thought about that. And with the Six of Knives, it's also about, taking off and leaving. So maybe in the past you had an incredible rebirthing moment and you pretty much took off somewhere, but yeah, it just did not give you any kind of happiness, or you did not want to put any kind of effort into it. So maybe, it was really nice. Maybe, you fixed a broken computer or something. I mean, the human is really good at doing that kind of stuff. And, you're pretty much just now taking off again, thinking, okay, we're going to start all over again. So, but for the Three of Cups, reverse, you get Nine of Skulls. This is actually the second Nine of Skulls. So something, it wasn't really giving you any kind of happiness, but it should have been giving you happiness, because you get the Nine of Pentacles of some kind of, fulfillment of some kind. So, it's like, something, was, something, it was rebirthed in the past. And, you pretty much just thought, well, I'm not sure if I really want to pursue this and keep going with it, because, with the Three of Cups reversed upright, it's all about how everything is beautiful. But reverse is really still not anything, amazing to want to, live through. But then you do get the Nine of Cups of fulfillment. So even though something, didn't seem like it was actually meant to be celebrated, it was probably still worth celebrating in the past. It's like, that, rebirthing moment probably just looked like, it probably wasn't worth it, but maybe it actually was. Who knows? Because with the Ace of Swords in reverse, you didn't want to put time and effort, but you were slowly manifesting something with the Magician. And the thing is, what I know about Leos is you guys are very creative individuals. You guys are very beautiful. You guys, know how to create things. You guys are amazing creators and manifestors in the situations. And that's what I see here is, you may not have, want to put any kind of time or effort with the Ace of Swords reversed, but yet something was still manifesting. So actually, what I look at, the past for you, Leo, is that actually this looks like a very beautiful, a very optimistic moment where, something was being reborn and it kind of taking off. And even though it didn't seem like it was really doing much, it still, gave you some kind of fulfillment because something was being created. Amazing. That's beautiful. For the Eight of Cups, you're taking off because you just don't want to deal with it, because you're going on a new journey of the Two of Wands, and that's what I like to see, is you're heading off into a different path, a course of action. And that's what I see here for you, is that it's pretty much, you're taking off towards a different direction. Even though it may be in the past something, did give you some kind of fulfillment of some kind, but you're heading off towards something hopefully a bit more beautiful, because that's why you get balance and you get fulfillment. So I see you kind of just, heading off towards, something that is giving you balance and fulfillment, whatever it may be. So for the Nine of Cups, you get Judgment. Oof. Clarity. Head is out of the clouds. Normally with Judgment, you see humans standing in their coffins looking up at the angel. Angel is holding a trumpet and stuff like that. Obviously you're heading towards something that is, that finally gave you clarity. a celebratory moment and fulfillment. Wow. And as you should, you're a very creative, you're a very beautiful, fixed, determined individual, man or woman, whoever's watching this. But that's just what I see here is you're dealing with some kind of clarity, and it's giving you incredible fulfillment right now. I love that. Beautiful. For justice, you do get the nine of wands. What I see here is, it's like this is kind of maybe heading towards, a bit of a nightmare situation, even though, it's like, it's with the ebbs and flows. One minute you feel like you're on top of the world, and the next minute you feel like everything is just, crashing and burning and just entering into a chaos crisis moment. What I see here for you is that, okay, you're in a balanced, situation, but you're still worried. And what you're worried about is the future of being stuck. You're worried about thinking, well, what if I don't get my freedom? What if I'm going to be a caged lion or lioness? The lions are meant to be, running free on the safari. But I just see that, and this is you already kind of starting to think about the unknown fear of the future. Well, if you remain in that, fearful state, it might happen. But if you kind of start overcoming this fear by thinking, well, how can I avoid this? Now that is where you need to start heading towards, is how can you avoid this 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords situation, is to start probably thinking more optimistic and start thinking, well, actually, there's these are just paper dragons, this is just a fearful thought, ebbs and flows. Well, what goes up must come down, what is up, or what is down still has a chance of going back up again. Because for the 8 of Swords, you get Daughter of Scepters, you get Page of Wands. What I'm seeing is, it's like you are still incredibly determined, even though you might feel like you're stuck in the future. Maybe not. Hopefully you won't be a caged, lion or lioness in a zoo of some kind. But I just see that despite if you do feel stuck, is you still have this Page of Wands of wanting to get out of it. And that's what I see you doing, is you're finally getting out of it and finding the balance again in your future. And as you should. You're determined, you're fixed, you're the hunter, the huntress, you're the lion, king, queen of the jungle. But that's what I see you doing, is, you may feel stuck, but yet, you're not giving up on yourself. Man or woman in a situation, that doesn't matter, but that's what I see here. And as you should. 4 of Cups reversed. You get 7 of Scepters. You get 7 of Wands because you want to finally start defending yourself. You want to start defending your cause and your and whatever it may be out there. But that's what I see you doing, is you're pretty much finally taking action and protecting and defending yourself by thinking, I'm not going to be stuck anymore in the future because I am ambitious and goal oriented, and that's who I am and what I'm going to remain, because I'm a fixed, determined sign. And that's what I see here, is you're finally just taking action of saying, no more, I'm not going to let anybody try to tame this Leo. Nobody should ever tame the Leo. For Temperance, you get 2 of Knives. I get it. You finally, are dealing with some kind of, balanced feeling, but yet you do feel a sense of uncertainty. And, it can happen, ebbs and flows again. I just feel like, that, that him is like, it probably, took a lot of effort, or will take a lot of effort, to release yourself from this 8 of Swords situation. And what I've told the previous signs is sometimes, when you have to decide on something, it's incredibly hard, because you pretty much just think, well, was it all worth it, or did I make the right decision, and stuff like that. And what a lot of humans deal with is, some kind of remorseful feeling of thinking, did I make the right decision? Even if you did make the right decision, you could still feel that kind of, remorseful moment in your life where you think, why did I do that? Can I go back to the past? Well, forget about the past. You think about the future. What you do right now will impact. And so, whatever you decide right now will impact your future. But even if something, was done right, it will end up to be a very positive result in the future, and not just thinking, well, it's like, I guess I'm doomed forever. No. We have no control over the future, but what we do right now. Wow. Okay, I'm going to continue on with the special vampire card to see what else I can get for you. Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, Yeah, something is slow moving and slow developing towards you. And that's what I see you. You could even, will be with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But I see here is something is moving very slowly, but it's definitely coming and heading towards you because, and that's what I see here. You could be, yeah, getting a job or, money that is slowly coming in very soon. But that's what I see for you. Is it still heading towards you? Even though it's not like the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands situation, but the Knight of Pentacles is pretty much still a guarantee, even if it's in a slow manner, that it'll be heading towards you. Wow. Okay, let's continue on with Vampire Oracle to see what other information I can offer for thee. Seduction. Allure, desire, and manipulation. What I see here is, it's like maybe, you felt like you were kind of being seduced somehow. And maybe that's why you're, why you're afraid of being stuck and why you're dealing with the Knight of Swords situation. And, or maybe this was just pure manipulation of some kind. But I don't think this per se resonates unless you are dealing with somebody who is incredibly manipulative and very charming and loving and stuff like that. But I just see that, even with the Death card, there was a bit of a rebirthing moment, or maybe you had to leave some kind of manipulative situation with the Eight of Cups situation, and you're heading down with the Page of Wands situation, or even the Two of Swords. That could even cause, the Leo to hopefully not become prey to somebody or be seduced or somebody. But you know what you do have is you have desire. Is a lot of humans will and have desired you. Even in my past reading and stuff like that, you have many admirers and people that desire you, Leo. They are drawn to your sun. They're, you're the Leo. A lot of people, when they hear about Leos, they think, oh my goodness, it's Leo. Oh wow. But that's what I see is, it's like, I think this is actually a pretty good card, even though I don't like, per se the manipulation part, but I do see desire, and that's what I see for you. Love it. Okay, I'm going to finish off with 3 yes or no answers. Please feel free to pause this video. Okay. For answer number 1, you get yes because you get the Emperor. For answer number 2, you get no because you get the Hermit reversed. And for answer number 3, you get yes because you get the Nine of Swords reversed. Wow. Well, Leo, I'm going to leave it at that for you, but if this reading resonated, please feel free to subscribe and join me on this beautiful vampire journey into the future. I just want to thank you all so much for supporting me and subscribing. I love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going to go back to love readings, so I'm going to go back and forth between general and love, but I just want to say how much I love, admire, and really I love, hearing from you all. I just, love watching you and developing. Hopefully you guys are going on beautiful journeys and stuff like that. But anyway, I just want to say how much I love you guys so much, and thank you so much again.